Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are on a chase in the wild hunt. I have finally made it over the 21-mile, 1-hour trek to the Second in Charles over here. This is a huge store that has all kinds of secondhand physical media. They're supposed to have a great selection, so we're going to see what they have. I'm going to bring you along with me. We may be in here for a really long time. Fingers crossed that we find some gold out here in the wild. Pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, we are in Second and Charles. And there's a bunch of people, so I had to kind of move over to the TV stuff to start with. But I definitely saw more physical media in here, more DVDs and movies in one place than I've seen anywhere in a while. But there are definitely a lot of DVDs in here. It is predominantly DVD. This is just one aisle. Y'all, there is a lot going on in here. Just kind of, at this point, I'm just taking it all in. Trying to look around. All of these, there's like, this is the end cap. I found a 4K right away, Avengers, but I have that one. Miss Marvel. Nobody wants that one. Justice League. I actually have that one. Batman. Never seen that particular Batman. That's the Robert Pattinson. This whole everything is by like genre and then alphabetical. It's a cool Independence Day set. Man, DVD sets used to just be cool. There would be like some cool DVD releases. I got that Indiana Jones set over there. There's lots of stuff, lots of copies of each thing. There's some Kill Bill going on down there. It's the Blu-rays, no slips. Lots of Jurassic Park going on down there. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Not a lot of 4Ks. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, there is not a lot of 4Ks in this place, despite the fact they have thousands of movies. I'm going to say that less than 1% of all the movies in here are 4Ks. Nobody's turning them in the same way. People are keeping them. What they're doing is coming in and selling off these DVDs and then Blu-rays to a lesser degree and buying 4Ks. I really think that's what's happening. And what 4Ks are in here getting snapped up. Fanboys. It's a good movie. I've got that Blu-ray. It's been on at least one recommendation list of mine. Probably be on some more eventually. Deadpool. Crank 2. Now, I didn't have Crank 2, but I don't want a DVD of it. That's a cool Conan DVD set, but I mean, I have the definitive Conan set. Now, what cracks me up here, look real close. It came from the Goodwill for $2.92, and they're selling it for $5.35. Like, that's one thing I noticed right away, and that kind of encapsulates it for this place. Even though they're used, they're very expensive. And when I say expensive, I mean, in some cases, what they're selling a Blu-ray or a 4K in particular for is more than you can buy it new for. It's a nice steelbook there, but again, they wanted like $30 for that steelbook. So I just picked up that Alien set right there at my CD warehouse recently for $1.50 in much better condition. This one I haven't seen. in the wild. But that one with the green, this one I got for $1.50 at my CD warehouse. I've showed it to you guys before. It was in one of my other haul videos. Much better shape. It was like $10 there, I believe. 2001 on Blu-ray. And I don't know what's going on here. This is some kind of Back to the Future digibook. $36. I had never seen it, but it was staying there for half, if we're like opened, and $36. I have no idea what it was. Just kind of trying to take it all in. It is a bit overwhelming, and you really have to look because everything, the 4Ks and stuff, the Blu-ray, it's all just mixed in. They're not separated. Gone with the Wind. It's like a big set there, but okay, can't get it back in. I can't get it in. Super close. Let's see, Robin Hood right there. They got stuff packed in. This is a DVD, a Criterion DVD. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Criterion DVD. Don't see that too often. It was like $14.95. And this is supposed to be a Criterion Blu-ray, but it's in that kind of case. Like, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they used to do them in those kind of cases. I've never seen that before. I wasn't sure if that was bootlegged or if I just missed it, that they had some in those kind of cases at some point. Rest in peace, David Lynch. There's Blue Velvet. That's the Blu-ray. I've got the 4K. I didn't find a lot of boutique stuff. Criterion, I found a few. Lots of studio stuff. I'm trying to look right along with you guys. It's like it's just so much to look for. That's it's like a foreign release Blu-ray of Riddick, Chronicles of Riddick. That is a DVD Die Hard Steelbook. I hadn't seen that before. In the wild. Of course, you got the big Die Hard DVD Ultimate Collection there. Gladiator? Anybody need Gladiator? Anybody need any Fast and Furious movies? We got plenty. We got plenty. Come on, come on DVD. This shocked me right here. Here's Hobbs vs. Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw 4K. The price on that thing, $17.50. Like, I can get it new for right now for $11. Brand new. I got a couple of those Indiana Jones sets. I've got that one though. I don't need them on DVD. I got 2 sets of DVDs. Got 4Ks. There's some stuff on an end cap, and then down through here is even more movies. 7 Samurai on DVD. DVD. From Criterion. They just never change packaging. We got a Kino Lorber 4K. $20. I mean, for used 4K. Forever Young is a good movie. Dirty Dancing 4K with a slip. How much? 14.50. That's how much it is new on Amazon. This is DVD, but it's a cool set right here, Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights should be coming to 4K this year, but I actually don't have a copy of it at all. And now I just put this on a list, Bad Times at the El Royale on 4K. That's actually a pretty expensive 4K. Like it's $31.99 on Amazon, and on eBay it's going for about that much too. I just had it on my mysteries list. It's a Drew Goddard film. Worked on, did Cabin in the Woods. Worked on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I see Cruel Intentions down there, but I have that DVD already. Look at all those copies of Castaway. Just movies everywhere, but DVDs, man. DVDs. It's almost overwhelming to try to like take it in. Look at those special sets of Forrest Gump. Like 5 copies of 50 First Dates. Goodfellas. There's more Gone with the Wind. See, it's kind of confusing because there was Gone with the Wind over somewhere else. There's Gone with the Wind there. You saw Bad Times at the El Royale there. There's a bunch of copies of it in another place. It's almost like somebody hid that Bad Times at the El Royale there. But just like everywhere else, they have a very small section of horror. It's like us horror. If you're a horror fan, it's like you just keep your movies. You don't give them away. You don't get rid of them. Because their section of horror is very small. Plenty of Saw films. I'm not a big Saw franchise fan. Some Scream. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I just picked that up on Blu-ray recently, but man, they're so high. It was like $17.50 for that 4K used. I'm gonna stick with the Blu-ray I found recently for $2. At least for now. See Day of the Dead right there on DVD. I missed that. I don't actually have that movie. It's just I'm not wanting to buy so many DVDs this year. No DVD hunting. 30 Days of Night. I don't actually have that in the collection either. But $9.95 for that Blu-ray. Like, what is going on here, guys? You want to move some of these at used prices. Come on. Like a lot of their Blu-rays were $7.95, $8.95, and $9.95 for used Blu-rays. That's a pretty good thriller horror right there. Pretty intense. I don't even know if there's a Blu-ray of it. There's a Colin Farrell Fright Night. I was looking for Fright Night 2. Yeah, right. They didn't even I never even found any VHS in here. Plenty of DVDs, though. Plenty of DVDs. But this is pretty much it. These 2 little shelves, because 31 day, like they start with numbers, so it's just 2 little shelves, 2 sections of horror, and that's it. That one, and that's it. comedy, adventure, all that. They got multiple aisles. Like all this over here is comedy, and it's going to go down a whole other lane. I saw Spanglish there on DVD, but I already got it on DVD. Talladega Nights, You Ain't First, You Last. It's crazy. I didn't even know where to look, and I was like, man, where are all the 4Ks? I was expecting, because I've seen other people. I saw Brian, Last Movie Standing, go into his second, Charles. Like they had 4K a Palooza. I'm having to hunt for one here and there. The Watchmen. X-Men. Again, all this on DVD. It's a set of 24. And then I was like, well, if there's a lot of DVD, I started trying to look for really old, like forgotten DVD movies and didn't find them either. A whole lot of that. The Town. But again, that was $30 they were asking for that steelbook. Terminator set. Also, $29.95. They were asking for that. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. At this point, I'm like, am I going to find anything worth buying? Because I had to drive a long way to get here. There's the Taken movies. Anybody need Taken? Anybody need Suicide Squad? Anybody needs Force Awakens? Some Superman down there. No Donner cut. I found that at my CD warehouse. Rocky. Got all those I'm going to need. Reservoir Dogs. Some Pulp Fiction action. It's just now that I'm doing the voiceover, watching it back with you guys, I'm like, man, this is a lot of DVDs, brother, a lot. That's a harder movie to find. The Order, Heath Ledger, but I didn't know if there was a Blu-ray of it. Of course, I've got the 4K of that. That might be my favorite Tarantino movie. Patriot DVD. I just found it on Blu-ray on a recent hunt. Look at all these Pulp Fiction sets they got. Those were $9.95, I think, or $7.95. They varied a little bit. Bunches of them. I don't need it. I've got the 4K. They all had some pretty bad shelfware, and then you're asking $10 or more. It's like, come on. Some copies of Roadhouse down there. Riddick, The Punisher. What I'm doing is I'm really trying to read the titles and look for 4Ks or look for old movies that are forgotten. But a lot of this is still all pretty recent studio stuff. When I say older, kind of unthought about movies. I'm thinking like lost 80s and 70s stuff. That was $7, but you can get that brand new on Amazon for that much, and don't have to worry about the disc being scratched. That's a pretty good movie. I never hear anybody talk about. It's on an upcoming list. That's like the even more bargain bin. And then if you go down through here, now you're over into different genres. This is drama. This might be action. They got stuff mixed up. There's a cool Seabiscuit release they got down there. See, now they got Pulp Fiction over here too. See, they got stuff in different places. It makes it hard to find things. This is pretty cool. This is like a leather bound set for this movie. $6.95 wasn't terrible, but I have that movie on like a Blu-ray.
So that was quite the experience here at Second and Charles. I did find a couple of things. It was for there to be so much, it was surprisingly slim pickings in some way, but we're going to talk about it because I did get some cool things, and see you back at the office.
All right, so I am back from my hunt at Second and Charles. That was a pretty different experience. That place was huge. Don't let anybody tell you that people aren't shopping at brick and mortar stores. I have gone on a couple of hunts over the last couple of days. I'm not sure which order you're going to see these in because I'm going to spread them out over time. But the stores have been jumping like it's Black Friday or something, even worse. Like, I mean, people are out shopping. The store, like everything. I can hardly find anything Arrow in stock at Barnes & Noble. This Second and Charles was just absolutely crawling with people. It was hard to film, but hopefully you enjoyed looking around. I was surprised that they had the most movies I'd seen in one place in a long time, but it was like 98, but I would say 95% was DVD and 4.5% was Blu-ray. And there was like 0.5% of 4Ks. They were just very hard to find. People are getting 4Ks. That 4K is expanding. People are getting 4Ks and they're keeping them. But I did find some very interesting stuff, a few things that made it worthwhile. I don't know if that'll be somewhere that I frequently go because there's just not enough like 4Ks, and their prices were surprisingly high, as I've talked about in the video. But yeah, like when you're asking for used stuff is going for more than what it's going for new on Amazon or Walmart.com, you got to get with the program there. You got to update your pricing. But I did find some good things here. And the first two things that I got are I didn't even know these existed until Brian at the Last Movie Standing did a video. And I found the two of the, like, I think they made 6 of these that I would have wanted. And this is American Pie and Legend. And these are the like special edition, the ultimate editions, where it is like this real fragile plastic. And then you have this artwork underneath and your booklet inside, and you can kind of see through it all the way in there. So that they had the one for American Pie. You have to be real careful how you like open and close these. And it's in pretty good shape. It's a 2-disc set. It's got some bonus materials. I mean, you know, we have the 4K of this, but I'm a big American Pie fan as well, and that's just cool. I've never seen it, and it's in really good shape, and it's not discolored or anything. And it was $4.65. So pretty cool. That was one, and then I accidentally found the other because I think some of the cool stuff people had hid and put around. But the other one was the Legend, and this one is super cool. Of course, I'm still wanting to get the out of print Legend limited edition from Arrow, but this is pretty cool. There is the devil basically, and inside, there you go. I don't know if this had like some kind of paper booklet or whatever either, but it looks so cool. The art is so cool. This one was like $1 more. This one was $5.65 for whatever reason. But it's got Ridley Scott's little pin signature there. But those were super cool finds. I didn't even know those existed, and they're going for like $40 a piece sometimes on eBay. So to find them was pretty cool and add to the collection. I only owned Legend on VHS, so there you go. And then I did find a 4K that someone hid, because there were a bunch of like DVD and Blu-ray copies of this, but the 4K was like 3 aisles over, hidden on the bottom behind something, and I happened to find or hidden on the bottom in the wrong spot, out of alphabetical order, and that is Bad Times at the El Royale. This was recently on one of my lists for like cozy mysteries. This one has a very different type of vibe. It's done by Drew Goddard, who did Cabin in the Woods, worked with Joss Whedon a lot on both the Vampire Slayer and Angel TV shows. So he wrote The Martian, and this has like everyone in it. Jeff Bridges, who steals every scene that he's in. Chris Hemsworth, Lewis Pullman. You've got Dakota Johnson, John Hamm. So you've got a big cast in this. This one's got a little bit of a supernatural, a little bit of just kind of all over the place vibe. But I was able to get this one for $13. And I looked when I was there, always check. It's going for like $31.99 on Amazon. And on eBay, it's anywhere from $26 to $30. And $12.99 or whatever, I think it was $12.99. Or $12.95. I'll take that all day long. So got the 4K there. Nice. And glad to add that one to the collection. So I did get one 4K. The last thing I got I absolutely didn't need, because there's a 4K coming. But I am a sucker for anything vintage. I am a sucker for like that 80s aesthetic, the 70s colors aesthetic, like vintage vibes, baby. Vintage vibes. I love this movie, and cannot wait to get the 4K. But I did pick up this DVD set of Boogie Nights here. And I like it's the side loader slip cover. You got all that 70s vibes going on there. Of course, it's a Paul Thomas Anderson picture. And I know that Burt Reynolds said that he didn't like this movie later. Wish he hadn't done it. I actually think it's one of the best performances he ever did. And I don't know why you'd be ashamed of this and not striptease. But that's super cool. This was $5.45. So for $5.45 all day long, you got the big set. And I actually didn't have this movie in my collection at all. So until, and who cares? I mean, I'm going to get the 4K too. But this is like a collector's edition type thing. And for $5.45, I'll take that all day, and I can watch the movie while I wait on the 4K, because we just know it's coming. We have no idea when. So, like, I just want to watch the movie. So for $5, I can watch the movie, and I have all these extras and all that kind of stuff. So grab that too. It's in great shape. I mean, a little bit of shelf wear, but it's in great shape. And love the artwork on that. Love the side loader. So I ended up with, some kind of hard to find DVD sets, some special DVD sets. And I got a 4K. And here's the most important thing. I didn't own 3 of these movies on any kind of disc. I didn't own any of these on any kind of disc. So I'm trying to stay with that. This is just because it's American Pie, and they had that. But I'm trying to stay with that this year, because space is eventually going to be an issue and all that kind of stuff. And there's no need to just stock up on DVDs when 4Ks are coming. Certainly not if you have a Blu-ray, all that kind of stuff. But these 3 of these I didn't even have in my collection. Now I do. So that makes it worth it. All in all, it was $26.16. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. For four movies, and one of them's a 4K. I'll take that all day long. That comes out to what? Not even $7 a movie. $6 and change a movie. So I'll take it. That's what I got from Second and Charles. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I got a couple of other hunts coming up because I've been out the last couple of days doing some hunts. Not sure which order you're going to get them in, but if this is your first time here, we do everything here. We do hunts in the wild. We do 4K reviews, physical media news, lists, rankings, all kinds of cool lists and rankings of movies that you've forgotten about, didn't know, all that, so that you can get some cool watch lists. All of it from a big fan and filmmaker's perspective. And if that sounds like something that you want to hang around for, you can like and subscribe below. That really helps out the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, you can join at my Patreon link below or right here on YouTube. Get your name and lights on every video, behind the scenes, special videos, looks at my filmmaking, short films, all kinds of stuff back there and more added all the time. And I really do appreciate it. Everything goes to support the channel. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
I know.